we have discussed. Today I will talk, here you can see, that is the parts of flower. So parts of flower you know very well. They have the four different parts. You can see parts of the flower, basically two are the accessory and two are the major or reproductive. So parts of flower, now we are going to talk about the parts of flower. So let's look it. Uh, each flower normally has four floral whorls. Calyx, corolla, this I told already, this is called the accessory whorls. This is called the accessory whorl. Okay, it is called the accessory whorl. Okay, and here androecium, gynoecium, this is the reproductive structure. Reproductive structure. Clear? This is the very important reproductive organ or reproductive structure. Now we are going to talk first one. Calyx. Uh, the calyx is the outermost wall of the flower and members are called sepals. Okay. So sepals, the unit of calyx. Clear? Calyx unit is considered as a calyx unit is sepals. Okay. Calyx unit is the sepals. Now, sepals are green, leaf-like and protect the flower. I told the function of sepals. This is the green, leaf-like and protect the flower. In the bud stage. Bud stage means when flower is not proper bloom. Okay, when the flower does not proper bloom, so that time we can use. Sorry, that time we can means not we can that calyx. Okay, that time that calyx protect to them during the bud stage. Okay, bud stage. Clear? So like that they have given. The calyx may be gamosepalous, that is the fused. Okay. If the calyx are gamosepalous means calyx is fused, and polysepalous calyx means sepals are free. Okay. Gamosepalous, polysepalous. Gamosepalous united sepals and polysepalous free sepals. Okay. So this is the story about calyx. Another one is the corolla. Corolla is composed of the petals. That unit of corolla, you can say the unit of corolla. Unit of corolla. Unit of corolla. That will be the unit of corolla is the petals. Petals. Okay. Clear? So this is the unit of corolla. Okay. Let's look at next. Petals are usually brightly colored to attract insects for pollination like calyx, corolla, and males. Okay. I told the basic function of the petals. Basic function of petals is used to attract the insect. Attract the means interact, because pollination means what? Insects involves in the pollination. Okay, so it they have given petals is used to attract because they are filled with the nectar. Okay, so some they have the some flower they have the nectar, and these petals they have the specific appearance. Okay, wait 1 second, just wait because my battery is going to low. It is very low battery, so wait 1 second. Okay, uh now it is okay. Clear? Cell phone battery, that is not it is below than 15%, showing your battery is very low. Okay, leave it. Let's come. So the basic function of the petals, it is the different types of the color which attracting to the insects, and by insects when they will come, they involves in the they assist in the pollination phenomenon. Okay, likes corolla may be also same, may also be same. That same is if the corolla is the united, that is the gamopetalous. Okay, if the corolla is united, same condition you can see again they have been. Okay, so firstly you will see the figure, then I will discuss. Okay, just look at here. Yes, so this is the flower: androecium, gynoecium, corolla, calyx, and pedicel. Okay, so this is the calyx, green color, 5 in number. Corolla, this is the 5 in number also. And androecium, this is the androecium, and this is the gynoecium. Clear? It is the gynoecium. So gamopetalous, similar to the calyx, like corolla, also gamopetalous, petals united. Polypetalous, petals are filled. The shape and color of corolla vary greatly in the plants. Means that the color and shape, it is going to vary. Some have the different color, different shape. Okay. Corolla may be tubular or bell shaped or funnel shaped or wheel shaped. Okay. Corolla may be tubular, bell shaped, funnel shaped or wheel shaped. Okay. Different shape of the corolla generally found. Okay. I told already they have given the shape and color. It is going to vary in different plants. Okay. They have not fixed. And that is the next topic we are going to discuss about the next topic, that is the estivation. So now you can see estivation. Estivation. Okay. Estivation, you know very well, that is the arrangement of calyx or corolla. Calyx or corolla. Arrangement of calyx or corolla is called arrangement of calyx or corolla on the floral axis. This is called the estivation. Okay. So sepals are the floral bud floral bud with respect to the other members of the same whorl is known as the with respect to other members means like androecium and gynoecium. Clear? So the arrangement of calyx or corolla with respect to other members means if the calyx, we are talking about the calyx, so remaining will be the corolla, androecium, gynoecium. If we are talking about the corolla, so remaining will be the calyx, androecium, gynoecium. So they have given with the respect to other members of the same whorl. Okay, this is called the estivation. Okay, estivation. So there is the 5 different types of estivation generally found. First is the valvate estivation. Valvate estivation. Second is the twisted estivation. Twisted. And third is the imbricate. Imbricate. And fourth is the quinquential. 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 And fifth is the vexillary estivation. Okay, in this way 5 different types of the estivation found: valvate estivation, twisted estivation, imbricate estivation, quinquential, and vexillary. Okay, so we will see one by one, and what is the example, and with the example we will see one by one. Okay, so now first one is the valvate estivation. Just look at here, valvate estivation. Okay, the main types of the estivation are valvate, twisted, imbricate, and vexillary. Imbricate and I told also quinquential, they have not discussed. Quinquential is also a type of imbricate where 2 is inside, 2 whorl is inside, 2 whorl outside, and one will be the twisted manner. So quinquential also is a type of imbricate. Okay, but basically 4. First one is the valvate, twisted, imbricate, and vexillary. Okay, some places quinquential also they have given. Quinquential is nothing but it is the only modification of imbricate type of estivation. Okay, now when the sepals, now we are going to talk about the valvate. Valvate they have given. Valvate, what is saying, when the sepals or petals in the wall just touch one another margin without overlapping, it is found in the calotroph. Listen, I am drawing this figure, just look it. Okay, this is the one, irandu, moondru, naal, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that means not matter. Either 4, either 3, either 5, that is not matter. Okay, this is the 4 only. So now you can see this is the 4. It is in sequence. The margin is going to touch to another one. Okay, the margin is going to touch another one. Okay, just look at when the sepals are petals, a wall just touch one another at the margin. Now they are going to touch. Touch means I will change the color so then your concept will be. Now they are going to touch with another one. Okay, so now here you can say they are touching to with each other. Okay, So such type of the estivation is called the valvate estivation. And valvate estivation always found into the Calotropis. Calotropis procera. Calotropis procera. Calotropis gigantea. Different is there. So Calotropis, that you can say in Hindi, this is called the madar. Okay. Calotropis, the tura, means that flower they have given the not the tura, you have to know only the madar. Madar, that is the Calotropis. Okay. Now this is the example. So example of valvate type of estivation is the Calotropis. Okay, it is said to be the valvate. Is it clear? Valvate is clear. Monisha, S.R. Bhuneshwari, Harini, S. Sanmugupriya, Mahalakshmi, Fazila, Ramashri, Archana, Sri Vidya. Okay, so these peoples are attending the class. Okay. Now second one is the valvate finish. Second is the twisted. Second is the twisted. Twisted means I'm drawing here. Okay, now you can see twisted. Twisted means one by one it will not touch. They will never touch the margin. This will never touch the margin, and everyone is going to twist. Everyone is going to twist. Okay, everyone is going to twist. Now look at here. These are going to twist. Okay, just look it. They have drawn. Here I have drawn. Just look it. That will be the exact, and this is also, this is the way. They are overlapping, and they are not in the particular direction. You will see they are not in the particular direction. This is called the twisted type. So such type of the estivation is known as the twisted type. So this type of the estivation is known as the twisted. If you are not understanding, you can see here. This is the valvate. Valvate means their margin is going to touch with each other, and they are in the particular whorl-like structure. You will see, so they are in the whorl. In twisted, they are not overlapping. They are means they are not going to uh, overlap. Means you can see what they have given. In one, if one margin of the appendages overlaps that to the next one, and so on in China rose. Okay, it is saying, if you'll see here, in case of the valvate estivation, they are not going to overlap. Overlap means like that. They are not going to overlap. So because it is the forms a whorl-like structure, and they are not overlapping. Margin touch with another one. So this is not overlapping. But here you can see there is the going to overlap. Each whorl is overlapping. Okay. So each whorl, now here you can see one is inside, outside, one is outside, inside, outside, inside, like that. So similar, this is the twisted type of the estivation. Okay. So now you can read, twisted estivation means if one margin of the appendages overlap that to the next one, and so on, as in China rose, lady's finger, and cotton. Okay. LDC, LD, uh, sorry, LCC, lady finger, and China rose, and cotton. Lady finger, China rose, and cotton. So these are the example of twisted estivation. These are the example of twisted estivation. In the twisted means they are not going to form a whorl-like structure. First point. Second point, it will be overlap with each other. And third point is the example LCC. LCC, clear, liquid crystal. So LCC means simply you can say lady's finger, China rose, and cotton. Lady's finger, China rose, and cotton. So these are the example of twisted type of estivation. Clear? Twisted type of estivation. Third one you can see. Third one they have also given. And third one, if you'll see, they will be one whorl outside, one whorl inner side, and remaining three present in the twisted manner, means overlapping manner. Okay. So look at, I'm drawing. Okay. Now this is the one. Irandu, Mundru, Nal, Anj. what I'm saying, one will be outside. Suppose that this whorl is the outside, so then this whorl will be inside. This whorl is the inside. If one will be outside, so another will be the inside. So I'm drawing here. Okay. Then another is the twisted manner. Twisted manner means like that. It will be the twisted in manner. Okay. One outside, now you can see this is the outside. This type of the verse is outside. And then this will be, this will be going like that. This will be the, wait 1 second. Okay. This is the inside. This is the inside and this will be like that. Okay. And again, this will be like that. Now you can see. It is fine or not? Is it okay? Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
Yes. This is the, there is not typical. Typical is not there, but you have to clear your concept. What I told you here, look it. One will be outside, this is the one, and one will be inner side, it is the one, and then other is the twisted manner. Twisted means, now you can see they are the twisted in manner. Here it is also twist, here it is also twist like that, and here also twist. Clear? So this is also twist. So such type of the estivation is known as the imbricate estivation. And imbricate, there is also quinquential, which is similar to imbricate estivation, where is two is inside, two is outside, and one will be the twisted in manner. In case of the quinquential, two will be the inside, two will be the outside, and one is the one in the twisted manner. So now you can see this type of the whorls, it is the inside. Okay. And outside, this is the whorls which is outside. Other remaining are in the twisted manner. Okay. Other remaining are the twisted manner. So such type of the estivation is known as the imbricate estivation. Okay. So such type of the estivation is known as the imbricate estivation. If the margins of sepals or petals overlap one another, but not in any particular direction, as in cassia and gulmohar. Okay, it is saying overlap, but not in particular direction. What we have seen here, here they have the particular direction, means they are forming the ring like structure. Here they have the particular direction. You will see one will be inside, one will be inside, inside, means one always inside and one always outside. That will be the particular direction. But in case of the imbricate, you can say one will be inside, one will be outside. If inside outside, they never form the particular direction. Okay, in this way it have given. If you read this concept, it is saying if the margins of sepals or petals overlap one another, but not in any particular direction. Example is the cassia and gulmohar. Okay, so example of the imbricate estivation is cassia and gulmohar. Okay, imbricate estivation is the cassia and gulmohar. Clear? Cassia and gulmohar. Clear? So it is a type of imbricate estivation, and this estivation is known. Example of this estivation is the cassia and gulmohar. Is it clear? Is it okay? Monisha,
Yes, sir.
Monisha, is it fine? Bhuneshwari, Harini, Sanmugh Priya, S. Mahalakshmi, Fazila, Ramashri, Archana, Sri Vidya, R. Sanmugh Priya. Okay, so these person are attending. Clear? It is fine.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
okay, very good. Concept clear. Okay, third you can see that is the third, not third, last one is the vexillary. This is the very important property, and most of the time is 4 to 5 question they have asked from such type of the estimation. So look at here. In peep and bean flowers, there are 5 petals. The largest standard overlaps to lateral wings. Okay, look at here. This is the largest. This petals is the largest and standard, and it is the posterior side. They have asked one time the direction of these petals. Okay, so it is the posterior. So it have given Look at the estivation. Okay, wait 1 second. Now, in case of the pea and bean flower, P means Fabaceae or Papilionaceae and family Leguminaceae. Okay, bean flower, there are 5 petals. The largest standard overlaps 2 lateral wings. So largest is the standard and it is the posterior. It is the posterior standard. Posterior standard. 2 lateral wings. 2 lateral wings. 2 lateral wings, and there is also 2, and which is turn overlap into the 2 smallest anterior petals. So 2 smallest. Keel is the keel also 2 in number, and it is the smallest. Smallest is the smallest keel. Clear? It is the smallest and keel-like structure. Okay, clear? First is the outer, which is the posterior side, which is located towards the posterior side. It is the standard larger. Okay, and 2 lateral wings, which is present as the laterally, and they enclose 2 also anterior keel-like structure. Okay, they have given. If you read, uh, which in turn overlap into the smallest anterior petals. That is the keel. This type of estivation is known as the vexillary or papilionaceous. Okay, so if you'll see on the behalf of their position, means on the behalf of their arrangement of the this corolla or calyx, they have classified as a papilionaceae or vexillary estivation. Clear? So this is considered as a papilionaceae or vexillary estivation. Is it fine? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Clear? So this is the arrangement of the petals or sepals. Petals or sepals. Clear? So I discussed 5 different types. They have given in CRT 4 different types. One is also subtypes, or some places they have given the different way. Okay, different way means they are saying 5 types. Clear? First one is the valvate type of estivation, where the both margin they are present in the whorl form, and both margin they are going to touch with each other. Okay, they are going to touch with each other. Example is the calotropis. Second is the twisted estivation. Each means each walls is going to overlap, and they are present in the particular direction. Okay, means each wall is overlapping and they are present in the particular direction. Okay, now they are present in the particular direction. Clear? Okay, third is the imbricate type. In case of the imbricate, one will be outer side, one will be inner side, and they are not going to present in the particular direction. Why? Because okay, because what you will say, this type of the structure, okay, this imbricate structure is not going to it is not going to particular direction. Okay, one will be outside, one will be inside. How they will be become particular direction? Okay, example they have given the imbricate type of the estivation. Here you can see cassia and gulmohar. Okay, so cassia and gulmohar, these are the example of imbricate type of estivation. Twisted type of estivation, you have to learn LCC, ladies china rose and cotton. Ladies china rose and cotton. So these are the example of twisted. Imbricate, cassia and gulmohar. And last one is the vexillary or papilionaceous estivation. That means where the corolla, this is the corolla. Clear? So corolla, where the corolla is going to arrange like this. Okay, vexillary. One is the posterior side, large standard, and 2 lateral wings, which are 2 lateral wings, which is going to cover the small anterior to also keel-like structure. Okay, so this is first type of the arrangement is known as the vexillary estivation found in the P and B. Now estivation clear? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Subhalakshmi, S. Sanmughapriya, Bhuvaneshwari, Harini, Mahalakshmi, R. Sanmughapriya, Priya. Okay. So next. Now, next one you can see, that is the estivation finish. Next will be the placentation. Wait once. This I've given one by one. Just look it. Yes. Another is that I think adhesion of the attachment. Maybe yes. Androsium, we are going to talk about the androsium. I told they have the two phenomenon. One is the adhesion, another is the cohesion. Now look at the attachment of, wait, one more second. Okay. Now, attachment of stamens. Attachment of stamens. It is how many types? Two different types. One is the cohesion and another is the adhesion. Cohesion and adhesion. Cohesion means suppose that we know the structure of the anther like that. Suppose that this is the anther, means sorry, this is the filament, stalk like structure which is known as the filament. Okay, this is the filament. On the filament they have the another structure which is known as the anther. This is the anther. Okay, now look at what is the cohesion. When filament, suppose that one filament, okay. Suppose that one filament, two filament, three filament, four filament, five filament, every filaments they are fused and they form a bundle like structure that is called the cohesion. What is means of cohesion? You already studied cohesive force and adhesive force. Cohesive force means when they are going to attach with the force between two same type of molecules. Two same type of molecules, that is called cohesive force. Adhesive force means there this such type of the force created between the two different types of the molecules, that is called the adhesive force. Suppose that I am giving example. If you have seen the mercury, that is the this is the solid, this is the metal which is found in the liquid form. This is the characteristic feature of the mercury. This is only the metal which is found in the liquid form, and all are present in the solid form. Okay, if you put mercury in your hands, it will never stick. It will never stick. Why? Because they have the strong cohesive force. Due to this, they will not adhere. Not strong cohesive force means how it will adhere on your surface of hand. So it will never adhere. But if you put the water on your hand, it will definitely adhere. Okay, it will definitely adhere. So cohesion means the attraction, the types of attraction force between same type of molecules, and adhesion means the types of attraction force which is found in the two different types of the molecules. Now, cohesion, just look at here, cohesion. I told into the cohesion, suppose that this is the bundle like structure. Okay, they are going to form the, this is not correct one. I think this is the little bit creating the problem. Okay, this is not like that. Okay, listen here. I am drawing. Okay, here then again. Okay, again here like that. Okay, so let's look at here. Suppose that here another answer, another answer, another answer, another answer. Okay, so what we are seeing here. Yes. Now what we are seeing, if we'll look the structure, so bundle means that is the stalk. Stalk means filament, they are rejoined. Filament are united. Filament are united and they are forming a bundle like structure. They are forming a bundle like structure. But their anthers, filament are fused, but anthers are free. This type of the attachment of stamen is known as the cohesion. Why we are saying cohesion? Because only the stamen going to get attached. Means their stamen means they are going to attach with the same is filament is going to attach. So that's why we are saying the cohesion. Okay, and there is adhesion. In case of the adhesion, there is the two things involved. First is the stamen gets attached with either maybe carpel, either maybe calyx, either maybe gynosium. Are you getting or not? Either maybe tepals, either maybe tepals. Clear? Listen what I'm saying. And why we are saying adhesion? Because the stamen is going to get attached with the stamen is going to get attached with the here attached with the either calyx, either corolla, either tepals, either gynosium. So this is condition is known as adhesion. Why? Because one is the one different molecules. One different molecules means stamen, and another is the different molecules. Either maybe calyx, corolla, or gynosium or tepals. Is it clear? Now cohesion, adhesion clear. Cohesion, adhesion clear. Yes, Subhalakshmi, if you are not understanding, I can explain again. Cohesion, adhesion clear. Yes, Sanmugh Priya. Very good. Sanmugh Priya, she said yes, sir. Now you will explain. So Solunga, what is the cohesion? What is the addition? Just try to explain. Yes, Sanmugh Priya. Very good. Solunga. Solunga.
Sir, cohesion means attachment of the stamens among themselves, sir.
Yes.
Adhesion means attachment of stamens among other floral parts, sir.
Yes. Attachment of stamens between means attachment of stamens with the other part of the flower. Okay, maybe calyx, maybe corolla, maybe petal, maybe petals, because corolla already you need petal. Tepals or gynosium. Clear? So this is the concept clear. Now, in cohesion, there may be different things. First is the monoidelphus, diadelphus, and polyadelphus condition. Monoidelphus, diadelphus, polyadelphus condition. Here stamens, that will be the epipetalous, corolla. If corolla is there, epipetalous. Calyx is there, episepalous condition. Gynosium is there, gynostasium. If gynosium, if tepals is there, this condition is known as the epiphyllous. Okay. In this way they have classified monoidelphus, diadelphus, polyadelphus. Clear? If this structure, this is the cohesion type. This is the cohesion types. Can you tell it is which type? Mono, di, poly. It is mono, di, poly. Anyone can you tell? It is the monoidelphus, diadelphus, or polyadelphus? Solunga. Very simple
Monoidelphus.
concept. Monoidelphus, because they are going to form only one bundle like structure. So that's why it is the monoidelphus. Clear? Due to this, it will be the monoidelphus. Is it fine? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Okay. And one interesting story about diadelphus. This is the PYQS. Diadelphus. Okay. Diadelphus found in the Papilionaceae. Diadelphus found in the Papilionaceae. Okay. Where is the 9 plus 1? If we'll check the stamen, so stamen gets attached into the 9 plus 1 arrangement. Okay. 9 plus 1 arrangement. So that's why they are going to form the diadelphous condition. Okay. So read it here. Androsium. The androsium is the composed of stamen. If we'll see a stamen, that a unit of androsium is the stamen. Each stamen, which represents the male reproductive organ, consists of a stalk or filament and anther. I told already they have the two things. One is called the anther. This is the anther, and this stalk is known as the filament. Okay. Each anther is usually bilobed, and each lobe has the two chamber. If we'll see the anther, so this is the bilobed. This is the bilobed, and they have the each lobe has, you can see they have the bilobed, and each lobe has the two chamber. So each lobe has the two chamber like that. Okay. Then the pollen sacs in this means this what you will say, they have given the lobe. Okay. This lobe, they have the two chamber, and in the chamber, that chamber is known as the pollen sacs, which is filled with the pollen grain. Now, the pollen sacs. Okay. The pollen grain are produced into the pollen sacs, I told already. A sterile stamen is called the staminode. Okay. Means pistillode when the female flower, that is the carpel. Carpel is sterile, that is called pistillode. Carpel or pistil, it is the unit of reproductive structure gynosium. Androsium, that gynosium. Gynosium, reproductive structure or reproductive organ. And this reproductive structure where the unit is considered as a pistil or carpel. Okay, the unit of gynosium is the pistil or carpel. If the pistil is not fertile, or pistil is not fertile, means sterile. Pistil is sterile, that is pistillode. If a stamen is sterile, clear, that is called the staminode. Now, stamen's flower may be united with other members, such petals are among themselves. They are saying united with the other members of petals or among themselves. If the among themselves means cohesion, or different with their, that is called the adhesion. Okay, so this are given. Then again, when stamens are attached to the petals, this is called epipetalous, found in the brinjal. If attached with the epiphyllus means attached with the perianth, and I told perianth is the unit of perianth unit is the tepal. Perianth unit is considered as a tepal. Okay, so now you can see they have given epipetalous, which is found in the brinjal. Epiphyllus when attached to the perianth, as in flowers, lily. So example is very important. Epipetalous condition. Epipetalous, where a stamen gets attached with the corolla, it is found in the brinjal. You have number of times in hostel. Okay, then you know very well. So brinjal, clear. So they have given the epipetalous is the brinjal, and epiphyllus. Epiphyllus means when they get attached with the perianth. Epiphyllus. So this condition is known as the epiphyllus and found in the lily flower. It is found in the lily flower. Okay, where the androsium gets attached with the perianth or tepals. Okay, next, the stamens in the flower may be either remain free, polyandrous, or may be united varying degrees. Okay, the stamens may be united into one bunch or bundle, that is called monodelphous, found into the China rose. Two bundles, diadelphous, I told already, Pisum sativum, fabaceae, or into more than two bundles, that is polyadelphous, found in the citrus. Okay, monodelphous, China rose. Monodelphous, China rose. Diadelphous, P. And polyadelphous will be the citrus. Okay, polyadelphous will be the citrus. So this you have learned. Anyway. Okay, or into more than two. This there may be variation in the length of filaments within the flower. Salvinia and mustard means their length of filament also going to vary. It depends on the salvinia. Example is the salvinia and salvia, not salvinia, salvia and mustard. Clear? Salvia and mustard, where filament is going to vary into the length. Okay, so thank you. We will meet again into the next class with the placentation.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.